Can you hear me, guys? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, guys. तुम्हाला आता समजलं असेल ambiguity कशी तयार होते. Observe केला का ambiguity? I will ask you individually now. So, who are the present? Anuj, Bhumika, Sainath,
Yes, sir.
Rushikesh, Sohel. Sohel, are you there? I think Sohel ना audio on केलेलं नाही आहे.
Yes, sir.
केला? Ambiguity कशी आहे ती समजली का? How ambiguity comes?
सर अनेकदा सांगा ambiguity कशी आहे.
ambiguity कशी येते? Control check. मी परत लिहितो. कंट्रोल चेक. हे बघ, क्लास ए मध्ये पण सेम मेथड आहे. ठीक आहे, मान्य आहे का? काय नाव?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
क्लास ए मध्ये पण मेथड्स नाव काय? अँबी नाव दिलंय. अँबिग्युटी, अँबी. ओके, एक कुठलं पण नाव दे, असं काय नाही. क्लास ए मध्ये मी काय केलं, डेमो नाव दिला. ठीक आहे, डेमो मान्य. आणि बॉडी याच्यामध्ये काहीच नाही आहे. सी आउट, ह्याचं लॉजिक डिफरंट आहे, ह्याचं लॉजिक डिफरंट आहे. ठीक आहे, आणि ह्याचं लॉजिक ह्याच्यामध्ये लॉजिक डिफरंट आहे आणि ह्याच्यामध्ये लॉजिक डिफरंट आहे. मी तर पण काय करतो, डेमो करतोय. ठीक आहे, मान्य आहे का? आता क्लास ए मध्ये पण डेमो आहे, क्लास बी मध्ये पण डेमो आहे, पण दोघांमध्ये लॉजिक बॉडी डिफरंट आहे दोन्ही बॉडीमध्ये. पण आता मी तर डेमो ऍक्सेस करतो इथं. आय एम ट्राइंग टू ऍक्सेस डेमो. ठीक आहे, आता कंपाइलरला कन्फ्युज होतं की क्लास सी मध्ये दोन्ही पण यायला लागलेत. क्लास सी मध्ये हा पण डेमो यायला लागलाय. ठीक आहे, क्लास ए चा पण डेमो येतोय आणि क्लास बी चा पण डेमो येतोय. मग क्लास सी कुणाच्या डेमोला कॉल करायचं? आर यू गेटिंग? क्लास सी मध्ये क्लास ए पण आला, क्लास ए चा पण डेमो आला, क्लास बी चा पण डेमो आला. कोणाला कॉल करणार, कोणाला यूज करणार? आर यू गेटिंग?
Yes, sir.
त्याच्यामुळे काही आयडिया आली का?
कळालं sir.
How so that ambiguity? How can you remove that? How can you remove that ambiguity? So ambiguous resolution. So that ambiguity you can remove by using scope resolution operator. So पहिले मी याचा बॅकअप घेतो. मी पहिले म्हणजे तुम्हाला हा प्रोग्राम त्या नोट्स मध्ये ऍड करतो. मी तुम्हाला नोट्स भेटल्या का सकाळी? पाहिल्या का?
Yes, sir.
जेवढे केलं होतं ना तेवढा सगळा नोट्स सेंड केलात मी ऑलमोस्ट. कंट्रोल ए, कंट्रोल सी. Guys, let me keep that backup for your reference. So this is example program, and let me add one new point. So ambiguity or confusion, or you can call ambiguity in multiple inheritance. Okay, so how can we resolve this ambiguity and how can we resolve these problems in our program? So guys, first of all, शिवाय आवाज नको करू. ऐकली का? आवाज नको करू ना. Okay guys, so confusion or ambiguity in multiple inheritance. Just आता आपण जो डेमो पाहिला, ओके, इथंच मी ऍड करतो इनशॉप नवीन प्रोग्राम लिहिण्यापेक्षा. Shall I write here only or should I create new program?
इथेच करा सर.
इथेच करायचं का? So guys, let me minimize. Let me start here only. So ambiguity or confusion in multiple inheritance. So what happens, guys? So ambiguity can be occurred in using multiple inheritance when a function with the same name, occurs in more than one base class. If you look at this diagram, so central government has scheme called ABC. State government also has the scheme called ABC, and district government also has the scheme called ABC. Now the citizen may get confused. Which ABC scheme should I get? Either central government or state government or district government. So in that case, while calling that specific functions whose name is same in each base classes. So the ambiguity will be generated, or confusion will be generated by the compiler, which method, which function to be called, because function names are same in all one or two, or in all two classes, or more than two classes. So that occurs. And how can you solve? So guys, let me go for the example here, and I will remove this stuff here. Suppose here I will add how ambiguity occurs. So your class A, and it has one method. So let me add that method here. Suppose instead of using directly here, so I will use here. So this is scheme, government scheme. This is better I will try it once again. So using this, creating this multiple stuff. So guys, if you look at here, this is my base class 1. So I will hit class central government. In the central government, I made a public and public wide, suppose home scheme, house scheme. Okay, free. So currently the scenario is free house scheme. Okay, free house scheme. Now here is free house scheme, and free house scheme, and this is the body of the free house scheme. Some logic, some body of free house scheme of class A, government scheme. So here free house scheme from central government, guys. Okay, now here it class ends here. Let me use one more base class state government. State government has one more. State government has same scheme, has the same scheme. Look at here. This is class 2. This is class 2 state government, and it also has free house scheme, state government. Okay, fine. This class ends here. If you look at this example, the central government and state government has free house schemes, two functions. Now when the citizen, I'm going for the citizen now. So here is class citizen. A citizen want to access the features from central government. Okay, Control C, and here I will use here public central government, comma, also public state government. Now here state government. Door band karna. So here guys, semicolon. Okay, fine. Class citizen, public central government, and state government. But if you observe here, this citizen is the class which is trying to access the features from central government and state government. Yes, I agree. Citizens have the rights to access the features from central government as well as state government. But what's the problem in my compiler? Can compiler able to recognize both the schemes are different? Both the schemes are different because they have the same functions, right? Because they have the same function. So look at here. Now I'm using here public. So here now it has some other features like integer, citizen ID, and some other attributes. Wide get benefit, and the logic here. Okay, fine. So you can, if you look at the scenario, this free house scheme is coming to citizen. Also, this free house scheme is coming to citizen from state government and central government. So this may generate the ambiguity. Guys. So how can you overcome this ambiguity? So let me raise here the confusion. Let me add one point here. Confusion occurred in using the multiple inheritance when a function with the same names occurs in more than one base class. So you can see here more than one base class. Central government also has the same function name, whereas state government also has the free house scheme, same function name. So definitely here we'll get the confusion. Definitely the subclass child class will get the confusion, guys. So to solve that problem, let me use the same code and let me write here alt F new. So control V, guys. So control A. I think I need to delete. I copied all. So I need to get this much of code only. Control C. I'll go to compiler. Control V. Control V. Okay, guys, you can see the same code here. So hash include IOStream using namespace, and this is one more base class. So let me add here base class 2, and let me write the logic here. So the logic is suppose the body of, otherwise let me write here cout, How can I solve this problem now? I want to solve this problem. How can I solve? So end the line. Free house scheme from central government. Free house scheme from central government. Okay, fine. /n, fine. Let me add here this also. Control V. So free house scheme from state government. Fine. Now here I want to get the benefit in my citizen class. So here control B, and here let me add here citizen want to get benefit from central as well as state government. Central as well as state government, guys. So how it is possible now? So control S, let me see the program. Multiple inheritance, ambiguity, confusion to the compiler. How can you solve this confusion? So first of all, let me show this confusion, and integer main, semicolon. So let me start my execution of my program from my main. This is the main, and ends with a 0. Let me use get char here for while pause, and let me create the reference of citizen. So this is my citizen. Now citizen C. Here is C. Okay, C, fine, or CC, fine. Citizen of the country. Now, now I want to assign CID. So let me print here CID. Just that's it. CID. I think same. Did I print same? Yes, CID, right? Okay, guys. So let me assign CID. So CC dot CID. Where is CID? CID. Suppose this is a Aadhaar card number, some dummy Aadhaar card number. Fine. Now this citizen dot CID. Fine, guys. So now I want to get the benefit. So control S, control F9. At the time of compilation, no matter. Now I didn't use. Me use kedale ka tha ankin, na use kedale. Now I want to get the benefits. So yes, CC dot get free house scheme. Okay. Now CC dot, let me use get benefit. Semicolon. Control S, control F9. Now you can see here, guys. Now, where is my cursor? My cursor is here. You will get the error. So request member. I hope this is visible to you. Magnifier. Let me start the magnifier. Where is my magnifier? You can see this magnifier. Yes, you can read here, guys. Request for member free house scheme is ambiguous. Can you see here? Request for member free house scheme is ambiguous, guys. Understood? So it is ambiguous. These candidates are wide state government scheme, and also wide central government scheme. So your child class, that is citizen class, are in confusion, are in ambiguity state. Get free house scheme from where to access? Either should I call from central government, or should I call from state government? Are you getting, guys? Are you getting?
Yes, sir.
So in that case, so in this situation, how to solve this situation? The situation we can solve by using scope resolution operator. We can solve by using scope resolution operator. So let me close my magnifier. So close the magnifier. Now in that case, so here now I can use scope resolution operator, guys. So class B. Now here free house scheme. Here free house scheme is there. Now whom you want to call? How do you only tell me? You only tell whose free scheme should I call?
Central.
Either a free scheme. Look at here. Just let me add free house scheme. Central government. 5 lakh benefit. 5 lakh. Okay. 5 lakh. And here 2.5 lakh. 2.5 lakh. Either you can opt for only one. Now, which one would you like to opt? Which one would you like to select? Central government or state
Central.
government class? Central government.
Central.
So what shall you do here while calling? Here while calling, I need to mention here. So I need to mention here. So here you have to mention here cc dot. What is the class name? Central government, right? So you can get the central government name. Get the central government. Now here mention central government. Then you can call. Then you can mention scope resolution operator. Control F9. Now do we have now it's successfully compiled or any error? Successfully compiled or any error?
Successfully compiled.
Compile now. Now you can run Control F10. Now you can see here, guys. Now properties, you can see the outputs. Just I want to show you the logic which body is executing to avoid the confusion. So you can see here free house scheme from central government get the benefit of filing. Citizen want to get the benefit from central government but state government and his ID. Okay, understood? This is the method from. This is the second citizen want to get benefit. This is from class C, citizen class, and this is from central government. Now I want to apply the benefit from state government. So what should I do? I want to get the benefit from both.
Instead of central government, use state government.
Yes, that's it. Control F9, compile. Control F10. Now you can get the free house scheme from the state government, 2.5 lakh. I want to get the benefit from both. Okay. So here you can use central government. One time call with central. Okay. One time call with the central. One time call with the state government. Okay. Control F9. Sorry. It's old. Let me compile because I modified the code. Control F10. You can see here free house scheme from central government, free house scheme from state government, and remaining message as it is. Do you clear how to remove the ambiguity, confusion? Yes, guys.
Yes, sir.
Okay, guys. So let me get the code and let me keep it for your backup in your notes one. So Control C and let me add here test. So guys, so let me replace this code. Let me replace this code with your new code. Replace now. So guys, let me add the we can use. So just so it is, let me call here. The solution is, so let me add a solution to avoid ambiguity situation. To avoid ambiguity or confusion situation. We can use scope resolution operator. Or it is also called as class resolution operator. Or here only let me keep Control X scope, or here only I can add class resolution operator. Okay.
Sir, I think spelling of ambiguity is wrong.
Sang spelling. Tell me spelling. Tell me.
AMB.
What I added here? Yeah, okay. ABME. Not ABMI, it's ambiguity. Yes, ambiguity. Okay. Okay, guys. I hope you are clear about this ambiguity. How to avoid confusion. समजलं का? समजलं का? कुणा रिपीट करायचंय?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
No, sir.
No, sir.
Let me ask you individually. Then only you
No, sir.
Krishant, Mansi, Trusharta, Swanand, Suraj,
No, sir. No
Nawaz.
problem.
Respond.
No, sir.
काय रिपीट करा त्याच्यामध्ये?
नाही
No,
clear.
sir.
रिपीट करायचंय का?
नाही.
बाकीच्यांनी बोला ना, काय डाऊट आहे, काय विचारायचं सांगा ना. काय एवढं अवघड नाही याच्यामध्ये काय, म्हणजे मला तर वाटलं नाही बाबा. हा, सागर कासार काय म्हणलं? सागर सांग बरं काय? सागर समजलं का? सागर, कॅन यू हिअर मी? सागर समजलं का?
Yes, sir.
Okay, because you raise your hand, I thought you might have doubt.
नाही सर, ते chat वर क्लिक करायचं चुकून रेज हँड झाला.
Okay, no matter. नाही, हँड रेज झालं म्हणजे आय थॉट यू माइट हॅव सम डाऊट और काय रिपीट करायचं असेल तर म्हणून मी मला वाटलं. So guys, now we shall see about one more. We'll go for hybrid inheritance. Hybrid. What is the meaning of hybrid, guys? You only tell me. In the name itself indicates. What is the meaning of hybrid? What is the meaning of hybrid? Huh? बोला रे काहीतरी. What is the meaning of hybrid? बोला ना काहीतरी बोला. कुणीच बोलत नाहीये. हायब्रिड म्हणजे काय? आपण शिकलं सिंगल.
By combining.
आपण सिंगल शिकलं, मल्टी लेवल शिकलं,
Yes, sir.
मल्टिपल शिकलं.
Yes.
आता हायब्रिड आहे. हायब्रिड म्हणजे काय? बोला रे काहीतरी बोला. कोणतरी बोलत होता, ते पण बोलला नाही.
2-3 प्रॉपर्टीचं कॉम्बिनेशन.
हा, राईट. 2-3 प्रॉपर्टीचं कॉम्बिनेशन. आता मी काय करणार आहे? सिंगल कंबाईन करणार आहे, मल्टिपल कंबाईन करणार आहे, मल्टी लेवल कंबाईन करणार आहे आणि त्याचा कंबाईन करून मी ह्या तिन्हीचं कंबाईन करून हायब्रिड तयार करणार आहे. अंडरस्टूड? समजलं का?
Yes, yes, sir.
Okay, guys. So now let us see now hybrid inheritance. Okay, fine. So what is the hybrid inheritance, guys? Actually, the question might arise in your mind. The name itself indicates as a name hybrid inheritance. That is it's a combination of more than one type of inheritance. Hybrid inheritance is a combination of more than one type of inheritance. Okay, fine, guys. So if I look at the example, if you look at the diagram, so guys, if you look at the diagram, hybrid inheritance is a combination of more than. So let me start my paint. Anywhere can I find paint? Here is paint. So guys, paint. So in this paint, let me explain the program. Not program, the picture representations. So guys, let me have one class. This is one class. Let me have one more class. Let me have one more class, and let me have one class. Okay, fine. If you look at this situation, guys, I want to go with single inheritance. So this is single inheritance. This is base class. This is child class. Okay, fine. So let me add first class name. So here class A, Control C. So first of all, let me add all the classes. Class B. Here let me go for class C. Class C. Here let me go for class D. Okay, fine. So you can see here, guys, if I go from A to B, this is called as single. If I go from A to B, class A to class B, this is single. If I go from class A to class B and class B to class D, class B to class D, then it is called as multi-level. It is called as multi-level, right? If I go from class C to class D, class C to class D, then this structure, this whole is called as multiple inheritance. Okay. Now I want to combine all. I got single, multi-level, multiple. Now I want to go for hybrid. Now this whole cycle combines hybrid. Are you following, guys? Are you following? So here class A features is coming to class B. Class A feature are also coming to class C. Class C. Class B and class C features are also coming to class D. Are also coming to class D, guys. Okay, fine. So this structure is called as hybrid inheritance. The structure is called as hybrid inheritance. So guys, let's have program. Also, this also may lead to generate the confusion to the compiler, because again the situation comes here as a part of multi-level, sorry, multiple inheritance, not multi-level. So the situation also comes in the part of multiple inheritance, because multiple inheritance may generate the ambiguity. So this ambiguity is in the form of this class B to class B. Class C is a superclass of class D. So in this way, in this way, I can call, in this situation, I can call multiple inheritance. Class A, B, and D, multi-level inheritance. Class A to B or B to D, single inheritance. Combine all, hybrid. Now this also may lead to generate the confusion. So that confusion you can avoid by using scope resolution operator. I hope you got some idea. You got some idea, guys. So what is the structure should I use here? Okay, I'll use dummy classes, not to worry. So okay, Alt F new class. So I'll go for grandfather, then parents, then I'll go with the child. So guys, let me go for the program. Hash include. So it's IO stream. Then here, let me go for using namespace standard. Then here, let me add here. Let me create a class grandfather or grand. That means grandfather or grandmother. Okay, grand FM. So here class ends here. Okay. Now look at here. Grandfather properties. So let me add here protected, not protected. Let me go with the public only. So public, and let me add here. What should I add, guys? Okay, property, wide, on property, on property. Okay, otherwise property instead of property. Property of grandfather and grandmother. This is the property of grandfather and grandmother. Okay, see out. Now where? Now this grandfather and grandmother property, I can end in this way also. Now so here n/n/n. Now here grandfather property. So I'm adding simply property of grandfather and mother. Grandfather and mother. That's it, guys. I'm not doing anything great. Also some property value. Integer property or PR. Okay, fine, guys. We are having only 10 minutes of time to finish this meeting again. So integer property, guys. Integer property. I want to show that property here. So I will ask to the okay, fine. I'll show that property. Shall I show or not? Okay, leave it. It will increase the length. What shall we do? Okay, leave it. Otherwise, don't need. Okay, guys. So here, let me add same. Let me take the father class. So father. Now in this case, father also earning and mother also earning. So here is father. Father. Father is a class. Okay. Father is a class which is getting the property from public grandfather and mother. Getting the property from grandfather and mother. Okay. And here this is father property. This is father property. Okay. Property of father. Also, this father class will get the property from grandfather and mother. Also, they will get the father class will get the features, accessibility features from grandfather and grandmother also. Okay, guys. So in that case, now let me add here one more class. So I will change to mother. Home. So here is mother. Mother also get the properties from grandfather and grandmother. Grandfather and grandmother publicly. So here I'll change to mother. Mother also owns the property. Now look at here. Grandfather property is accessible by the father. Grandmother property is accessible by the mother. And also they have their own properties. Guys. Now I want to create a child class. So here is child. Now here is child class. So class child. Now class child want to get the properties. So here public father, comma public mother. Now this is the logic. So in this way I can able to write. Now child also earn the properties and child also have then hereditary properties from grandfather to father or grandfather to mother, and father and mother properties to child also. So while child also earns property. So guys, so here this is a simple logic. So double quote, so semicolon. It's a child property slash in child property, child earning property. Also, it also has grandfather, mother, and father also. Okay, fine. Okay, guys. So this class ends. So now let me go for execution of my main program, integer main. So here again return 0. Then I can use get char here, semicolon, and let's go to child class. Child C. Okay. Child C. Okay, fine. Now child C. So here C dot. First of all, let me save the program. Control S, and it's hybrid example. So here C dot. Whose property should I access first? So first of all, I want to access the properties from grandfather. Okay. Now look at here. Property of grandfather. And grandmother. Now C dot. Property of. Now let me get a property of grandfather. Father. A child want to access father property. Also, child want to access mother property. Yes, they have the right because generation to generation, and child also earns child property. Okay, fine, guys. So, guys, what the mistake I made? Oh, I forget to mention here. Opening, closing parenthesis. Control F9. Here also I forget to mention here opening, closing parenthesis, and here also I forget to mention opening, closing parenthesis. It happens because of copying and paste. Control F9. What's the problem? So guys, you can see here, this leads to confusion. Can you see here? Guys, please observe the error. Please observe the error screen. Please observe the error screen. So let me start magnifier. So this is magnifier. Can you see here, guys? Property grandfather and grandmother is ambiguous.
Can you see?
Yes or no?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now just look at this error. Observe there. Let me close. Now you can see this. You can see this code because grandfather and mother property is coming to father and mother classes. Is coming to mother and class virtually. Now virtually this grandfather property or property of grandfather and mother. Okay, it is coming to here also, and it is coming to virtually. It is here also. Coming or not? Okay. So your class is getting confusion. Your child class is getting confusion. It should come from which class? It should come from which class, guys? Okay. In that case, I can use. I want to access from father. I don't want to access from mother side. So in that case, so you can mention here. What should I use, guys? You can use the class name. You can use the class name. Grandfather, grandmother, grandfather and grandmother. You can change to here. Right? Huh? What's the problem? Only we did, right? It's an ambiguous base of child. Control child. So in that case, I can solve that problem. Otherwise, I will access the properties from where is the father class. So here I use father. I want to get from father scope list of it. Try using father. Yes, guys. Can you see here? Can you see error has gone? So guys, virtually property grandfather is available in father class also and is available in mother class also. Okay. I want to access from father side. I want to access from father side, this side. I want to go from this side, but not from this side. Okay. So in that case, this will work. Now let me run Control F10. Now you can see here, guys. So properties, bold. So let me change side. Okay, guys. I hope you can see the output. Understood now? Property of grandfather, property of father, property of mother also, and proper child also earning the property. And it also has grandfather, mother, father. Okay. Fine, boss. So the confusion, if confusion leads, you need to decide from which side you want to access those features, from which class you want to access the features. So now one time I tried to access by using father. Now next time I want to try to access by using mother, or both. So simply change. I want to access from mother side also. So mother side also. Control F9, compile. Control F10. So you can see here. Now grandfather property of grandfather and property of grandfather is coming from, it is showing 2 times. Why 2 times, guys? I called from father side virtual also, and I called from mother side virtual also. So virtually it is present here. Virtually property of GM is present in father class also and also in mother class also. Okay. Is it clear? Is it clear, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Our meeting will end
Yes,
within some seconds. Again, we need to rejoin. Okay. Okay.
Okay, sir.